Right now at 10, high school football starting in the Coulee region. How programs are adding extra layers of protection to keep kids safe on the gridiron. And federal funding cuts to county budgets, what it means for local programs and staffing. Plus, the town of Shelby's $500,000 project working to prevent flooding disasters.
Watching WKDT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Emily is off. High school football is back, and so is the focus on concussion safety. News 8 Now's Jadius McGee joins us in the studio tonight with the steps area schools are taking to keep kids safe. Jadius.
Yeah, Ken, coaches say new training and gear are major keys to reducing concussions, and they're already starting to see the difference. As high school football season kicks off in the Coulee region, concussions remain one of the most closely watched injuries. Local teams are adapting their play to protect their players.
How we teach tackling now is much different than it was taught 20 years ago. You know, even in the last 10 years, it's changed a lot. So we do everything that we can to make the sport as safe as possible.
That focus on concussion safety isn't just about technique. Programs are also investing in new gear like Guardian caps, a helmet offering more cushion that NFL data says can absorb a minimum of 10% of force on a hit.
Every kid's got them. We got 100 of them in the program. We feel like the Guardian caps can help keep those day-to-day bumps of the helmets from having as big of an impact as they otherwise might.
Coaches say education remains the foundation, teaching families and players of the earliest ages to recognize symptoms and prioritize long-term health over short-term play.
It's just educating the kids, and I think educating the younger levels too, because the game has changed quite a bit, and we need to continue to make the game safer and keep evolving for the longevity of the sport of football.
The WIAA emphasizes the importance of concussion awareness and provides safety resources for athletes and parents online. For more information, you can visit the WIAA website. Reporting in the studio, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Jadius. La Crosse County's Health and Human Services are facing federal funding reductions. Health Department grants for public health preparedness, immunization staff, and medical reserve corps have been reduced. Also getting pinched, grants for a family nutrition program and COVID support. These changes could affect staff, training, and program focus. Human Services will see changes in food share and Medicaid programs that could reduce funding while increasing staff workload.
It's going to reduce access to help for people who rely on our programs. Any decrease in services can lead to increased stress and social problems affecting the overall quality of life in our community.
Both departments will discuss the changes at 6 p.m. tomorrow during the Health and Human Services board meeting. A recovery and cleanup is still taking place across Wisconsin after unprecedented flooding. In Milwaukee, several roadways in the county remained closed after 65 water rescues. And in the hard-hit Wauwatosa, neighborhoods turned into lakes, leaving some vehicles underwater. At the height of the storms, around 50,000 We Energies customers lost power. Governor Tony Evers has declared a state of emergency in response to the flooding, saying, quote, "The flooding seen across Wisconsin over the weekend is unprecedented, and as a state, we're committed to making sure communities have access to every available resource to help local folks and families in need and secure critical infrastructure." And ongoing projects in La Crosse County are addressing flood concerns these days. The town of Shelby is fixing the stormwater system to keep water from causing floods. In 2021, the county got extra money from the American Rescue Plan and set aside $2 million to improve that stormwater infrastructure.
We applied with the county and graciously came up with $500,000 out of the ARPA money to help with some of the funding of this project.
Shelby's putting the money toward creating a whole new stormwater system in the Wedgwood neighborhood. Phase 1 of the project is set to be done by October, but they are ahead of schedule, so it could be done as early as September. Well, no rain in the forecast today after that, again, unprecedented levels of flooding, canceling the last day of the state fair in Wisconsin. It was a weird one to see. Any rain chances in the near future around here, Greg?
We've got a little bit coming here for tomorrow, but nothing really significant. Most of the day actually will be dry, and then the bigger story there afterwards is a couple nice days of very comfortable, pleasant conditions too. Overall, right now, if you look at dew points there right now, you can see that temperatures, we are overall seeing the dew points fairly still mild to actually humid as you look out throughout most of the area too. So overall, if we look at, let's put on the temperatures here that are currently going on as Basically, we're looking at temperatures overnight that should begin to plummet back down. But the bigger story is looking at the conditions that we should have, as I mentioned, for precipitation going on for tomorrow. And as right now, if you look at that going on, there's two things to watch. The cold front to the north, that'll be more in the afternoon. We'll time that out. And we also have the activity further south that's coming up with a little bit of activity maybe for the morning commute. So those two areas we got to time out. But otherwise, as we go throughout the rest of the time, we're going to look at conditions here that are going to get fairly quiet and waking up in the morning. Look at those temperatures, 65, not too bad. Getting back to 77, there's that rain chance late in the morning. Basically drier conditions. And then to La Crosse, we're looking at rain chances coming more late in the afternoon. So later on, we'll kind of time it out, show you how low those temperatures are going to get for Wednesday and Thursday, and if the heat and humidity is going to be coming back.
All right, sounds like a plan. Thanks, Greg. Well, the Melrose man accused of robbing a Holman gas station and fleeing police appeared in court today. William Brink is held on a $20,000 cash bond. According to the criminal complaint, he told the gas station attendant to put $50 of gas on the pump. When the attendant refused, Brink struck him and stole multiple packs of cigarettes before fleeing. He was eventually arrested Saturday on State Road 35. Brink is due back in court Wednesday. A pet dog is dead after an RV fire in Winona. It happened just after 11:30 this morning at Prairie Island Campground. Winona fire crews found an RV fully engulfed in flames when they arrived. No people are injured. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Now, a traffic alert for La Crosse drivers. All lanes of 7th Street are closed from South Ferry to Market Street. It's going to be for road and utility reconstruction. Detours are posted on Cass Street, Jackson Street, and West Avenue. The La Crosse Public Library's second-floor computer lab is closed. The good news, it's only through Wednesday. The lab is getting ready for technology and space upgrades. Staff will still be available, as well as the printing services. Happening around the state, possible security changes to NFL teams, including the Packers. The changes coming after that July shooting at the league's Manhattan office. Among the reported changes, armed law or security officers at team and league buildings whenever players or staff are present, and weapons screening to enter team and league buildings. Some La Crosse residents could be without water on Wednesday. It's for a fire hydrant replacement. It'll be happening at the intersection of Mormon Coulee Road and Calvert Road. Shutoff will go from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. La Crosse City pools close up this weekend. Erickson, Northside Community, and Veterans Memorial will all close for the season on Sunday, August 17th. Now, they will offer free admission that day to celebrate the end of the season. You can help La Crosse Oktoberfest prove its Das Best. It's been nominated for the Best Oktoberfest by USA Today 10 Best. Voting will take place over the next 4 weeks and ending Monday, September 8th. You can vote once a day at 10bestusaToday.com, and the winner will be announced September 17th. And speaking of Oktoberfest, tickets for this year's festival are now available. The 64th Oktoberfest runs September 25th to the 28th this year. You can get your tickets at the Oktoberfest grounds office or online at oktoberfestusa.com. It'll cost you $30 online or $25 in person. La Crosse residents are left with full stomachs and new shoes after today's block party. The 8th annual Northside Block Party featured music, games, food, and more while celebrating Trinity Lutheran Church's 150th year. And as part of the celebration, organizers are donating sneakers to kids before they head back to school.
The first pair of sneakers that you bring the first day of school really helps you get through, and it's a sense of dignity for each child. It gives them a sense of belonging as well and some courage to make it through that first day.
The block helps give out over 300 pairs of shoes every year to kids in need. And kids are exploring their creativity at UW La Crosse this week. The Art Adventures Camp runs through Wednesday at the Lowe Center for the Arts. Students in grades 5 through 8 are learning different art techniques each day, from tessellating patterns to recycled art projects.
Different hands-on things, working with different mediums, whether it's paint or collage, sculpting things, doing printing, just kind of getting exposed to a lot of different kinds of art that they might not otherwise have experienced before.
The students get to take home artwork from each session. Still ahead tonight, President Trump deploys National Guard troops to the nation's capital, what he says he hopes this action will achieve. Plus, a deadly explosion at a Pennsylvania steel plant, what emergency crews have uncovered so far.
To top the bargain shop.
When you want new furniture with styles that are nice, and we've made very special buys that are always the right price.
furniture stores.
Got a big stop at the bargain shop.
We see you out there making the most of every moment.
Happy birthday, buddy.
One big, bright idea at a time. At Blaine's, we're glad to be part of it by offering best-in-class products and solutions at unbeatable farm and fleet prices. Like select tires, rewards members can buy 3, get 1 free, and get an extra $20 instant savings. 15% off select brakes, steering, and suspension parts. And save $50 on these Real Truck roll-up truck bed covers. Find value on the things you value. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
Soar into a new career at Eagle Crest Communities.
After high school, I joined Eagle Crest Communities. I did not know what I wanted to do for a career, and I really found a passion for working with our senior population. They care about me just as much as I care about them. Being able to be a part of their day is a really special thing for me, and it's given me a purpose in life.
Learn more at eaglecrestlife.org.
Want a great deal on mattresses?
Got a big stop at the bargain shop.
This chiropractor-endorsed Fusion Lux Hybrid Queen mattress is just $5.99.
Gotta make a stop at the bargain shop.
In all home furniture stores.
A New York City family is mourning 25-year-old Kevin Maris, who was shot and killed in Puerto Rico after a Bad Bunny concert. Authorities say Maris and his friends were at a nightclub in La Perla near Old San Juan when a fight broke out and someone opened fire. Maris was shot in the abdomen and later died in the hospital.
We asking the people if everybody knows what happened, who did this, because if someone can help us, because we don't know. We don't know, and then we want justice.
2 other victims remain hospitalized. So far, no arrests have been made. In Texas, at least 3 are dead after a shooting in the parking lot of a Target. Several others were injured in the attack, including a child. No word on the extent of their injuries. Police say the suspect has been taken into custody. At least 1 person killed and 10 injured after an explosion at a Pennsylvania steel plant. Another person is unaccounted for tonight. Emergency crews are performing search and rescue operations at the site. A U.S. Steel executive says the cause of the explosion is unknown at this time. The plant is said to be the largest coking operation in North America. President Trump has announced he's placing the Washington, D.C. Police Department under direct federal control and deploying National Guard troops to the nation's capital. CBS News' Erica Brown has more.
Wow. President Trump announced Monday he is placing Washington, D.C.'s police department under federal control and deploying the National Guard to help combat crime and remove homeless encampments.
I'm announcing a historic action to rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor.
The president said he was declaring a public safety emergency, although police data shows violent crime in Washington is down 26% over the last year, and homicides are down 12%. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth said National Guard troops will be on D.C. streets in a matter of days.
We've mobilized the D.C. National Guard. It'll be operationalized by the Secretary of the Army, Dan Driscoll, through the D.C. Guard. You will see them flowing into the streets of Washington in the coming week.
This is not about crime. This is about control.
Some D.C. residents protested the takeover. President Trump has called Monday's discussion of Washington's safety and appearance, quote, embarrassing, ahead of Friday's high-stakes meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska to discuss ending the war in Ukraine. Friday's meeting was requested by Putin. President Trump has indicated there may be an exchange of territories gained during the war.
There'll be some land swapping going on. I know that through Russia and through conversations with everybody.
As of now, Friday's talks will not include Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky.
I'm going to meet with President Putin, and we're going to see what he has in mind. And if it's a fair deal, I'll reveal it to the European Union leaders and to the NATO leaders and also to President Zelensky. I think out of respect, I'll call him first.
Zelensky has said any decisions made without Ukraine involved will never work. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
Ford Motor Company is buzzing with excitement about its electric vehicle future. The automaker is investing $5 billion in a new assembly line and battery production. About $2 billion will create 2,200 jobs at its Louisville, Kentucky plant, transitioning from gas to electric vehicle production. Additional investment in jobs are planned for a Michigan battery plant. AOL, once the biggest name in internet service, is saying goodbye to dial-up internet. By 2023, only about 1% of U.S. homes with internet still used dial-up. AOL will stop offering the service on September 30th. We will have more news ahead, but first.
Minus the showers and a few storms we might have Tuesday, the bigger story for this week, at least most of it, is a pleasant and more comfortable conditions. We'll explain what the temperatures look like and then when the heat and the humidity may return. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
If you have aging or cracked sewer lines that need to be replaced, choose Maxwell White. We make sewer replacements a stress-free process and make sure your lines are good to go for many years to come. For a limited time only, we're offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
I have been working at Firefighters Credit Union for over 20 years and been in the mortgage business for 30 years. We get a lot of people that like to shop around, and I encourage people to shop around for mortgages. And the one thing that you hear over and over is that we're for real. What they hear on the commercials is what they see when they come and see any of our employees. All these things together are what make Firefighters Credit Union the team you can trust.
Everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Plantar fasciitis feels like pointed, sharp pain. It just hurts all the time. It feels like your foot is squeezing on itself. When I drove past the Good Feet store, I thought, I'm gonna stop in. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet that were personally fitted just for me. Then it was like, okay, this is something special. These make a difference.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
The Meats family has finally gained a member. Meet Applewood Smoked Ham. Smoked is their middle name. 2 for $7 ham and Swiss melts. Arby's, we have the meats.
Where there's a flooded basement, musty crawl space, or wood rot, there's an answer. American Waterworks. For more than 30 years, American Waterworks has been solving homeowners' toughest waterproofing problems. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
Stubborn clog that just won't give? With our drain cleaning services, we can remove those stubborn blockages without jeopardizing the integrity of your pipes. For a limited time, we're offering financing options with no interest if paid in full within 18 months. So call today.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
As we start talking about comfortable, pleasant conditions, you're probably wondering what our average temperature is right now, and it is, as the states very slowly fall in this time of year as we get to the middle of August. We peaked about 85, 86 at the end of July. We're down to about 82, 83, depending on location, maybe even 81 further north you go. But overall, that is what we'll be expecting going forward. And it will continue. It's just at a slow pace until we get to September. So that's your average, what to expect. We should be that or a little bit below coming up here for a few days here. So very pleasant, lower humidity conditions before we start getting back up into the heat humidity once again, as once again, it's still the middle of August. Now, dew points overall, you can see there's still a boundary right across here that's just kind of stalled out just to the south. And that's why you still got dew points that have kind of went up a little bit as it has lifted a little bit further north before the cold front comes through. So we have gotten a little bit more muggier for La Crosse, even up to Black River Falls, but definitely as you go further north, it drops off significantly too. So that's why it's going to feel a little muggy for some areas tonight, but this is probably the last night we're really going to see this. Overall, you can see the cloud cover associated, kind of that boundary begins to push north. We have cloud cover that'll begin to push into the area and some precipitation. A few showers are possible overnight towards the Wisconsin River area, Prairie du Chien. That may get a little bit further north into Richland County, but otherwise it's kind of scoot the river right across there in the morning hour. Meanwhile, here comes the cold front that's going to be progressing eastward. A few showers may hit Rusk County west of Eau Claire by the morning commute, but a lot of that will kind of fall apart. But it's going to redevelop too as we get further in the afternoon. So morning hour still, Wisconsin River area sees that precipitation. By the time you get to about 9 to 10, you can see there's that line right there beginning to form here. So a few showers probably late morning to about noon for Eau Claire. As it goes further south and east with some daytime heating, it'll get a little bit stronger, so instability may then support a few thunderstorms developing along this as it gets closer to Eau Claire, probably in that noon to about 3 time frame. So it's a very short window to see it. You can see a few storms begin to develop along it. That will progress into southwest Wisconsin, and that's where I think the thunderstorm chance even increases a little bit better towards Vernon, Crawford, even Richland County in the afternoon, given the daytime heating. So you could see a strong storm here. Gusty winds, maybe some small hail with it as the cold front comes through, and maybe a shower or two behind it. But overall, as we go towards the evening commute, everything should be quiet. Clear skies, northwest winds, and the dew point starts falling. The humidity levels come, so really a nice Tuesday evening, and it's going to go into a nice, really Wednesday. As you look at the lows going into Wednesday, look at these lows going back in. We're looking at upper 50s, low 60s, so definitely a change from what we're going to have tonight, where it's more mid to upper 60s, even close to 70. As we go to Wednesday, the south, a few clouds in the afternoon, but fantastic conditions. A light northwest wind, very pleasant, upper 70s, low 80s. So it's actually a few degrees below average for some areas. And the conditions continue on Thursday, although we start to increase the temperatures a little bit. As you notice, the wind arrows are starting to come from the south-southeast, meaning we're going to start seeing that heat come back. That is what we're looking at for temperatures. But humidity levels very still comfortable quite yet. But then as we go to Friday, we're going to start warming back up. All these temperatures get very in the mid to upper 80s, even warmer. That also means we're going to have fronts going to be lifting through, and we're going to get back into that shower and thunderstorm chance. That's going to be what we're going to deal with probably going into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Chances are low, but that will come up probably. A lot of this activity will be late night, early morning, as we typically do see this time of year. But it doesn't last that long once again, because we come right back down
there we go.
to early next week. So kind of a pattern you would expect as we get close to the end of August, is up and down a little bit with still some days of humidity, but it doesn't last that long.
And that's the big thing right there. As long as it's a day or two max.
You can handle it.
We can handle it.
Exactly.
Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, going for 10. The Brewers look to make it a double-digit winning streak. Plus, we travel northeast to Spartan Country for the next preseason preview on the gridiron. Jacob is next.
After you've been injured in an accident, life becomes chaotic. You have doctor's appointments, medical bills, insurance adjusters harassing you to settle your claim. When you call Bygoff and Rohde, we take care of it all. We get results.
One of the things I've said for years is we do things right and we do the right thing. From the very beginning, when we offered bathrooms, one of the biggest concerns for homeowners is just safety. Can you get in and out of the bathtub? If that's a problem for you, the Board Store has the products and the installers to make your bathroom safe as well as attractive and easy to care for. Call today for a prompt free estimate.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
It's the summer sales event. Great time to buy. Nice weekend, Hank?
Spectacular. Took the family camping, courtesy of Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years. Morgan?
Baseball tournament. Mike Sports at the Homeland Field.
How about you two?
Mud Bass.
Get 0 down, 0% financing plus 0 payments for 90 days on Bronco. Or lease Bronco for $499 a month with 0 down. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Summer style starts here. Refresh your space for less at the King Furniture Hot Summer Sale. Save up to 50% on an entire room of beautiful new furniture. Living rooms, bedrooms, dining, you name it. Find mattress closeout deals on overstocked inventory and special factory closeout Lazy Boy recliners at prices too good to sit out. Plus, when you trade in your old furniture, get a discount on new. We'll even deliver in Holloway for free. It's the King Furniture Hot Summer Sale going on now.
When you've trusted your personal injury case to Bygoff and Rohde, you're going to feel the weight of the world off your shoulders. You have to concern yourself with getting to the doctor and trying to get better. We'll do everything else. And that's how we get results for our clients.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
We are now just 10 days from some teams around the state lacing up those cleats and throwing on the pads for the first games of the 2025 high school football season. Last year, the Sparta Spartans began the year strong at 3-1 through 4 weeks, but then they fell just short of a playoff berth. Now this season, there is a new man in charge as Nick Kingeter takes over for Adam Dow. Kingeter was an assistant for over a decade before making the recent jump to head coach, and now he's trying to build upon the good things that the program has been doing, like making it to level 2 of the playoffs back in 2023.
You know, when I started 11 years ago with this program, we were in a pretty low spot, and so getting to where we are now with Coach Dow and Coach Blaha and myself, and I have a number of staff that were still with this team for the last 10 years, it's just super exciting. Like, we have a lot of positive momentum going.
One guy that will be relied upon heavily this season is Cam McTaggart, who turned in 758 rushing yards and 14 scores a season ago. After getting that taste of postseason success a couple years ago as a sophomore, the senior two-way playmaker says it's time for the Spartans to get back to playoff football.
I mean, this year it's a different type of energy, you know? I mean, miss the playoffs, and that's the goal for every team. If you say you don't want to make the playoffs, I don't know why you're playing football, but I mean, you can just tell it's in the air. I mean, everybody's ready, everybody's motivated, and we're all hungry to get after it and prove what we're made of.
Sparta will open up their season on the road at Black River Falls on Friday, August 22nd. Kickoff set for 7 p.m. Well, it feels like something special is happening in Milwaukee. Tonight, the Brewers looking to do something pretty uncommon. That's produced double-digit winning streaks twice in a season. And the crew got to Andrew Haney early in this one. First batter of the bottom half of the first for Milwaukee is Bryce Terang, and he starts things with a bang. Solo shot the other way. Then in the third, the Brewers put together one of those big innings. Christian Yelich tattoos one deep and gone to right center. And then with a runner on second coming up here, Sal Frelick shoots a grounder. That one is through the hole. Andrew Vaughn gets the wave around third, and he will end up scoring to make it a 2-run lead. Then it's Brandon Lockridge keeping the hit parade going with a flare to shallow right, and Frelick is going to slide home safely. Things are happening in Milwaukee, folks. Brewers 25-4 in their last 29 games. They improved to 74-44 on the season. And after winning 4 of their previous 5 entering the day, the Twins fall to the Yankees in the series opener 6-2, the final there. The Yankees sending out 4 home runs on the night. And after a magical first half of the season where they locked up a playoff spot by winning the Great Plains East Division, the season comes to a close for the Loggers tonight in Duluth as they fall 8-0 lacrosse, finishing their season with a 38-35 overall record. And we knew it was going to be a difficult schedule for the Badgers this coming season, and well, there is some further proof of that today as the Associated Press dropped their preseason top 25 in Wisconsin. Well, they face number 3 Ohio State, number 7 Oregon, number 8 Alabama, number 12 Illinois, number 14 Michigan, and number 20 Indiana. Oh yeah, but don't forget Iowa, Washington, and Minnesota. Many outlets across the country have the Badgers with one of the toughest, if not the toughest, schedule in the entire country. And Vegas has their win total set at 5.5 for the season. So I don't think anyone expecting too much of a crazy year and a bunch of upsets, Ken. But I just want to see some progress, and it's going to be nice to see hopefully some smash mouth football being brought back. The old Wisconsin football.
Yeah, that ground attack, a little bit more of the Wisconsin identity. Luke Fickell realizing they probably need to go back to that a little bit more. But yes, that is an absolutely brutal schedule. 5.5. If I was a betting man, I'd be tempted to go under that.
It's a gauntlet, man. It is an absolute gauntlet. But to the Brewers, just what else can you say at this point?
So fantastic.
I mean, what else can you say?
Every
Paul
single
Skeens
day.
tomorrow, though, is going to be, that's one where it's just like, if you get through him, I don't know if we'll lose the rest of the year.
Yeah, and I mean, they already got to him once earlier in the year at American Family Field, tagged him for, I think, 4 runs in that game. So let's see if the magic continues.
Let's hope it does.
Thanks, Jacob. We got more news right after this.
Dreaming of a new ride? Apply today at driveultra.org and make your dream a reality. Hey, dogs can dream too. Ultra Federal Credit Union.
Welcome to the most honest commercial you've ever seen. Not the cleanest, Just the most honest.
Today, we're fixing a home's foundation.
I mean, that is like the most common thing to see in the world.
Pretty common, yeah.
Right.
So it's the soil that's eroding away, causing those cavities, those voids that the foundation then wants to settle into.
And then you guys with your superhero capes show up and fix everything.
Yes, sir.
Get a free and honest inspection with Innovative Basement Authority, a Groundworks company.
A home you love. A business that endures. It takes your vision, your hard work, and your dedication to bring them to life. The right tools help. Case IH truly understands your vision and what you need to achieve it. That's why we build the equipment, the local dealer and service network, and the data and tech you want today and tomorrow. Because we don't just build our equipment to work. We build it to work for you.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center.
Listen up, Wisconsin. There's always something exciting in the mix with scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. And the newest games to make some noise, Packers Scratch Games. With over $7.8 million in instant cash prizes. Plus a bonus drawing for 4 Packers season tickets for 1 year. And 195 other Packers prizes. Available now at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
At Ultra, end of summer just got sweeter. Open a new youth account with $25 and we'll match it with another $25. Plus, you're entered to win one of 5 $100 Amazon gift cards. Scoop up the savings now through August 29th. Visit ultra.org to open your account before summer melts away.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Marine scientists have discovered an astonishing ecosystem nearly 30,000 feet under the sea. These living organisms were found in the deep trenches below the ocean surface between Russia and Alaska. A geochemist made the discovery while on a mission in a submersible. She found a series of organisms that use the chemical compound methane instead of sunlight to survive. The various species of clam and tube worm had never been found so deep below the ocean surface. The scientist team believes the trenches act as both a reservoir and recycling center for methane. Go figure. We'll have one more check of your forecast right after this.
Hard to top, the bargain shop.
When you want new furniture with styles that are nice, and we've made very special buys that are always the right price.
Now in all home furniture stores.
Gotta make a stop at the bargain shop.
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CEHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
In 1969, Taco John's combined Western traditions with Mexican flavors and created West-Mex. More than 50 years later, it still tastes like a good idea. Get crispy tacos for just $1.39 every Taco Tuesday, only at Taco John's.
Soar into a new career at Eagle Crest Communities.
What keeps me at Eagle Crest are the people that I work with. I enjoy my team so much. I look forward to seeing them every day. I enjoy our monthly meetings, getting to see the other managers from the other facilities and collaborate. I motivate my team by bringing us back to why we're here, going through our residents, getting to know them. You feel like you're really part of a big mission to help our residents have a full and healthy life.
Learn more at eaglecrestlife.org.
Dutch Boy. It's only paint. It's only paint that goes on easy with a super smooth finish. It's only paint that will help you become TV's hottest writer, where one day you'll meet this guy who starred in that thing. So yeah, it's only paint. Only durable, dependable, change your life Dutch Boy paint.
we've got an important milestone here to celebrate. As you know, our family has been providing other families with affordable flooring for 60 years. Whether it's vinyl, hardwood, laminate, tile, or carpet, we've offered a wide variety of flooring that stands up to the biggest messes. And we know messes. Speaking of which, who started in on the cake?
Don't look at me.
Seal and Skirt Plan, where #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Want a great deal on mattresses?
Gotta make a stop at the Bargain Shop.
This chiropractor-endorsed Fusion Lux Hybrid Queen mattress is just $5.99.
Gotta make a stop at the Bargain Shop.
In all home furniture stores.
Or tonight's showers tonight near the Wisconsin River, like Prairie du Chien area up there. We'll see it. Then we have a line of showers and storms come through Tuesday. A very brief period, a couple hours of window. Very pleasant conditions Wednesday and Thursday. The heat and humidity do return as we go towards the end of the weekend. And I would like to say Robin Williams, his death was today. I got to see him in Afghanistan. Probably one of the highlights of being over there back in 2003.
Great comedic mind.
Definitely was.
That does it for us tonight at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.